Organic carbon is derived from plants. When plants die or when they shed their leaves, carbon enters the soil. It acts as glue for silt and clay and sand particles in the soil. It improves the porosity of the soil. It improves the amount of water that soil can hold. It improves the amount of nutrients that soil can hold. So soil carbon is very important to soil health. And carbon leaves the soil when soil microorganisms get more active and they eat up more of that carbon, and then they release it as carbon dioxide, which is the byproduct of microbial activity or soil organism activity. So it's really the balance between input through plant production and output through microbial activity. I study how soil carbon changes under climate changes and how we can improve soil quality by promoting soil carbon using good agricultural practices. The way I conduct my research in Reynolds Creek is in one of two ways. On the one hand, I go out and I collect litter that got dropped from plants onto soil to quantify how much plant litter ends up on the soil. To do that, I create some sort of diaper for plants, which I put around plants and collect the litter fall over a period of months. I will also take soil samples, and this soil gets then taken into the lab where we assess the amount of carbon and nutrients in the soil, and we also subject the soil to different conditions, such as different moisture conditions or different temperatures. We do this in little microcosms that allow us to test exactly how a change in climate might affect the activity of the soil microorganisms by measuring the CO2 that's released from soil. The major conclusion that I have found so far is that an increase in temperature in combination with increased soil moisture, which is a scenario that is more likely to happen in the spring in this area, will enhance microbial activity and the cycling of carbon in the soil. We have found that there is a greater release of carbon from the soil back to the atmosphere under these conditions, meaning that we lose soil carbon and increase the atmospheric CO2 concentration. Understanding how soil health changes in these ecosystems is important for the general public because soil health promotes the services that ecosystems provide, specifically in rangelands in Reynolds Creek. Greater soil health means a better plant community, a greater ecosystem health overall, less fires, and more recreational opportunities.